Hey everyone, Charlie here. Welcome to an LPP episode where we are going to take a question from a subscriber and give a little opinion on it. So this question today is a very specific one. It comes from, well, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because it's user-VD2XR3JE2I. Okay. And that user writes, would love to hear your take on Variation 15 with a full video. Been working on this for quite a while. And he's referring to, or he or she is referring to Rachmaninoff Paganini Variations, Rhapsody on a theme of Paganini, and there's a whole bunch of variations. I have videos. I have a video of me, I think, playing through this, the piano part. But anyways, he has a specific. He wants me to go over a little bit of Variation 15, which is one of the more difficult variations, I think. It's the really fast one that starts. Sorry. So these are just some suggestions of things that I might have thought about working on this. I haven't played this in a few months now, so it's very, very rusty. But let's take a look at it. So if you have your music out, you can follow along. I actually don't have measure numbers in here. I have like the orchestral number thing. So anyway, this is a very technical video. I'll try to keep it real short. One of the things about this one is you're playing by yourself almost the entire, or you're playing the first 2 pages you're playing by yourself, and then the orchestra comes in for the last 3. So you don't have to, I think one thing that a lot of people do is they kind of really rush the movement, especially in the part where you're playing by yourself. I don't think it needs to be that way. It says più vivo, with more life, and it says scherzando. But you can keep that excitement without necessarily being too much faster or faster at all, maybe. And I think there's a lot of places where you can stop and slow down and breathe. So when you're playing it, think of like things like that. That part there. Think of it as like a twisting and turning roller coaster, or a bird that's flipping through the sky and swirling around, things like that. Anytime you can, shape it into like a little whoop-de-doo. I'm making up words here, man. I'm making up lots of words, guys. If you can shape it into a whoop-de-doo, right? So crescendo and come up and down and make it exciting, that can add a lot of character. I kind of like to slow down a bit and really place the beginning, because this is kind of a pickup. Swooping. And then it comes to the second part. Now you're on page 2. So think about what notes are important. It's still a variation, so it's like bum, 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 right? That melody, those things are more important, right? So bring them out, accentuate them, and make them exciting by really shaping them. When you come back, so just before you come back to the second iteration of the theme, at the bottom of the first page, if you guys are looking, again, this is all just Variation 15. There's no measure numbers here, and the next orchestral number is not till 40, which is when just before the orchestra comes in. So right when you're doing the little twinkle down before it comes back to the thing, let's see, where's a good place to pick it up? Sorry guys, sorry folks. Maybe think about the top note, right? And I like placing that again. And there's no orchestra here, so you can take your time. So the second time it changes, right? Bring out the top. It's like 2 voices. So it's like a dialogue between right? So, make that kind of like an exciting dialogue between the 2 voices. One last time. Sorry. So when you come here, now it's the time when you should start kind of establishing kind of the beat, because the orchestra will be coming in, right? I placed that as well, the first here. Establishing the beat where I said it doesn't, okay, maybe I take that back. You don't necessarily have to establish the beat there, but that's the part where you can kind of, it's less runny because the left hand has stopped running. You're playing, sorry, there's less runs in the left hand, so it's more easier maybe easier to kind of establish kind of the beat there. Don't be afraid to take a little breath, because that's where the orchestra will start coming in. So now we're at 40, where the orchestra is coming in. So you can take a breath just before that and kind of place it. So because the conductor is going to be bringing the orchestra in on like the 3.5 beat of that measure. So it's bum, 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 bum. That's when the orchestra comes in. So it's at the end of that measure. So you want to establish it so he can really kind of get the orchestra in line with you. So really kind of place maybe 40, which is where the piano is dynamically, that is. So one last time here. Place it. And at that point, you want to be in tempo, the tempo you want to go, because the orchestra isn't going to be able to like speed up fast and slow down fast like you might want to. So again, just before that, you don't have to necessarily be in tempo there, but that's a good point to start preparing for the tempo that you might want to have later on. Again, you can still take time, you can still breathe and stuff, but really place it down at measure 40. So last time. Sorry for the notes. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And through the rest of this, bring out any of the melodic lines that you can. Keep it exciting, keep it fresh, keep it, kind of swirling whenever you can in that kind of excitement, but keep it steady as you can, because once the orchestra comes in, it's going to be really hard to change tempo. Yeah, and then you basically just go through the end of the movement. So you've got end of the variation, that is. Oh my goodness. Bring out the top. Whenever you can, bringing out the left hand can help make a dialogue. Top notes. So a few of those places when your left hand's going ba 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 ba, you can in a few of the places you can really kind of bring out your left hand as kind of like a dialogue along with your right, and it keeps things interesting. It keeps the beat maybe yeah. Anyway, hopefully that's helpful. It's just some quick ideas. I haven't practiced this in several months, but so sorry about all the wrong notes, but hope that was kind of helpful with a few quick ideas on movement 15 of the Rock Pag Variations. All right, if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.